welcome back to the garden. It is the 9th of April. It's a lovely day, sun is out. What can go wrong? It's beautiful. We are going to get a frost Sunday night though. I reckon -1, so I can't put nothing out. I really need to get stuff out. So I've got a few other jobs to do. This is filmed over a couple of weeks. I'm going to split the single seed potatoes today, so 5 becomes 6, or will it be 7? Could be 7. I'm also going to do a couple of other jobs, and I'm going to show you a neat little trick that I've done to keep the snails at bay off my beans, hopefully. Budget friendly, it didn't cost me nothing because I had the bits and bobs laying around anyway, and I'll show you that. And I think it will work. If it doesn't work 100%, it's definitely going to be a deterrent. Anyway, let's get into it. Ah, strawberries. So sspc 2526, got potential splitter here. Just had a look. You might be able to see. I'll try and show you. If you look in that one, you can see I've got a shoot there that's quite away from the other one. So that's a good splitter, I think. This one here, I've got quite a few shoots and ants, but they're a little bit close together. I don't think I'm brave enough to take this one out here because it's quite close. I don't think I'm brave enough for that one, but we'll definitely split this one. So let's get the knife out. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I've got to be a little bit careful with these stems because they do snap easy. Good roots. So you can probably see better there. That's why I'm going to take it straight down the middle. Straight down there. Wish me luck. Could be mad. I'm going in. Oh, look at that. Actually got a piece of potato in each one. Pleased with that. I mean, I could probably go again, but I ain't that brave, guys. So we'll get these beauties potted up. And there we are. 1 becomes 2. I now have 6 plants. I've had to put a label in this one because I've run out of the green pots. But there we go, guys. 6. Never know. I'm not brave enough to take cuttings yet, I must admit. But we'll see. In fact, scrap that idea. This is a nice, really bushy one. So I am going to take a cutting, just for the crack. There's a nice bushy joint here. And I'm going to cut it just below where this other leaf is coming off. I'm going to stick it in a pot. See what happens. What's the worst can happen? It won't take. Still got the other plant. Not a big issue. So I'm just going to cut this off. Could be wrong, could be right. Don't care. There we go. I'm just going to trim the leaf up, that big one. I don't want to lose too much moisture. I think that's what they do. Bit of rooting powder. I know you're not supposed to stick these in a pot, but I am. And I'm just going to stuff it in here, like that. Give it a drink, and I'll label it up, sspc cutting. We'll see what happens, guys. You know, what's the worst can happen? It dies. But there's plenty on here, so Is an experiment, first time I've done it. So another addition that's coming shortly, guys. It's going to be hard to visualise, but I'm going to put an arch over this bridge, a 2 metre tall arch. As you can imagine, it will sit either side of these 2 posts and go over, you know what I mean. The only problem I got is when I built the decking, obviously I centred this bridge up with these 2 posts. And there wasn't a plan for a greenhouse then, and the greenhouse is slightly offset to the left because I wanted the edge bit over there so I could put pots on. So the greenhouse isn't central to this bridge. So the focal point I wanted to create looking through the arch would be the centre of the greenhouse, but that's not going to happen. But I'd still think it will look effective. This bed down here, if you saw my time-lapse video, this was originally just going to be water with some planting in. I'll link that video at the end just in case you didn't see it. And I did fill it with water, but for the life of me I couldn't get it straight, and being impatient I just stuck a fork through it, punctured it and filled it with soil. So what we've got in here is about 6 inches of soil, and there's about 2 inches of sand at the bottom. So I'm just wondering what to plant in there. Now I could dig it down obviously and put some more stuff in, but I'm thinking perhaps rambler or climbing roses over the arch. Should look quite nice. I mean, it's coming next week, so I'll hopefully get it up at the weekend. But what do you reckon, guys? What could I put around it if you can imagine the arch going over it? I want something to go quite fast growing, really. I've got a honeysuckle in the corner already, but I just fancy a bit more colour, something that's fast growing. So I'm thinking of rambler or a climber. If anyone's got any ideas of any good ones, or you've got good ones, let me know, because that's the next plan, guys, and I think that should look nice when you're walking through over the bridge. Nice bit of colour. Let me know in the comments any recommendations, guys. The bins are gone. I thought, why have 3 bins there when I can put 4 buckets there for potatoes? So the bins are now in front of the garage, the other side of the gate. They're just in my way, and potatoes are far more important than my rubbish bins in the garden. So there we go, another space created for 4 buckets of spuds. And of course we'll have the ones at the top of the garden, which are right over there under the window, and we'll have some on the gravel as well, and probably dotted all over the place. There's the other 3 over there. So we'll show you the bean bed. If you remember last video, the one before, I said I was going to use this flower planter, which I made out of an old pallet about 5 or 6 years ago, for the beans, and we've now got the bean poles in. These are the Timu ones that I bought, I think, last year. That's not a bad job, it's pretty straight. So they're in. This was, the setup for these poles was 2.4 metres long. So what I've done, I've literally just cut it in half. So now this is 1.2 long, and I've just added 4 canes to each side. So I've got 5 poles either side. So I'm hoping I can keep the snails out of this. It is lined, so they can't get in through the bottom. And I'll show you what I've done, which I think could be a game changer. So what we've done, if you see here, I've got about 5 inches of chicken wire just round the top, and it's all the way around. And obviously you've got the spiky bits here. Obviously if you've got children running around the garden, probably not the best idea, but I haven't, luckily. And spiky bits at the bottom. So you've got to picture the scene, guys. So here we go. Here's Mr. Snail. This is an empty one, guys. Mr. Snail. I can see some fresh runner bean plants. In fact, no, I can't. They're French beans. I fancy some of them. Wait a minute. I can't actually get under there. We'll go over it. Ouch. No, we won't go over it. I'm going to get skewered like a kebab. Mavis? Wait, Mavis. How are we going to get in here? No, Mavis ain't listening. Okay, right. We'll go and eat somewhere else. So there you go, guys. Excuse my humour, but I think that will work. So they can't get under it because they'll get stuck. And if they try and climb over it, they're going to get skewered. So, what do you reckon? Pretty cheap little fix, and could well work. I mean, this is, I've had the chicken wire laying around for years. It's just like a 4-inch strip, or 4-inch strips, and all I've done is stapled it to the side of the planter. So it's cost nothing, and it's definitely going to work as a deterrent, if not keep them out completely. So really pleased with that, guys. Let me know what you think. Pretty good idea, or not. There we have it. Fair bit done today. Got the beds prepped for the beans and the sprouts. I've just put some soil improver and a little bit of farmyard manure on, just to wash that in before we get them out, and then they can go in. I've got to lash up a net over where the Brussels are going. I've got an idea for that I'm going to steal off someone else, as we do. So hopefully the weather's going to pick up next week. I think we've had our last cold night. So hopefully we start getting stuff out. I'm a bit out of breath because I'm knackered, to be honest. So anyway, guys, enjoy your week, and I'll see you on the next one.